Hello, my people. So this topic is going to be very sensitive, but as you all know, those who have been following me for a while, I say it as it is. Ghana has decided to step in for other African countries that are in distress in the USA. And mind you, these Africans are not criminals. As you all know, they are immigrants, and the US is cracking down on illegal immigration. These people have been caught, yes, according to US law, you are committing a crime, and they've decided to deport them, and they are in distress. A lot of the times, if they catch you, we saw some videos where some people were being deported to high-level prisons. So the US contacts Ghana and asks if they will receive these Africans. Ghana thought about it, did some research as to who these people were, background checks, and said, yes, we will receive any West African that is in distress. If you are new here, my name is Nina, and I'm the designer for a clothing brand, Koshio. I'm known as making the best African luxury, especially men's shirt. I was known for that. But I recently started an Afritude movement where I'm using streetwear as a medium to tell our stories, because I know fashion can get into spaces that videos can't. We're telling our own stories and we're changing the narrative through fashion. So that's what I do. But I'm here and I just blabber mouth about what's going on in the continent and how we can bring change to make it better. So if you like this, subscribe, stick around, and this is the Afritude movement. So a few days ago, in President Mahama's, I believe, is meeting with the press, he revealed this. Honestly, it's not very common for African leaders to reveal things. They can do things backdoor and they don't have to tell anybody. In his bid to set the pace for transparency and accountability, he mentioned that Ghana had received some deportees. Oh my God, the next day, come and see social media. People were mad, corrupt African leaders. What if you are bringing armed robbers? I mean, there was just bickering all over social media. A lot of the times when I see things and I hear things in the press, I like to take my time and analyze it a little bit and think through it. Some people just sometimes rush without analyzing things diligently. I guess that African leaders have made it so much so that the citizens do not trust them again. So everything that they do, there's like high suspicion that comes with it. The president mentioned this and there was a lot of noise on social media. This is what he had to say.
We were approached by the US to accept third-party nationals who were being removed from the US. We agreed with them that West African nationals were acceptable because all our fellow West Africans don't need a visa to come to our country. So if they decided to travel from US to Accra, they don't need a visa anyway. So if you're bringing our colleague West Africans back, I mean, that's okay. And so I think that agreement has been activated, and a first batch of 14 nationals came. Several of them were our Nigerian brothers. They opted to go back home, and so we put them on buses to be able to go back home. One of them was a Gambian. It's not as easy. You have to get him an air ticket to be able to facilitate his travel. So what we've done is contacted their embassy to let them know of his presence so that they can facilitate his return to Gambia. And so that's the issue with regards to deportations and arrivals. West Africa has the protocol of free movement, and so any West African is free to come to Ghana and be able to stay for 90 days. And so if they decide to bring them, I mean, we don't have a problem accepting them.
As you can see, the president didn't explain this in depth when he mentioned it. So people not having too much information just made their assumptions. And one, they were like, oh, they probably collected money for it. Two, why are they bringing other nationals? What if they bring criminals? But then the foreign minister came out to explain it in depth.
The recent carefully considered decision by this government, led by His Excellency John Mahama, to accept African migrants in distress in the United States of America. We carefully took that decision because we want to send a very clear message that Ghana will not stand by whilst our African brothers and sisters are maltreated, are mistreated, and are dumped in other places away from the continent. When we followed the matter and realized that the Supreme Court of the US had endorsed these removals of people that strangely are being called aliens. We don't consider them aliens at all. These are human beings like any other human being. We decided that we will make a clear case to accept these Africans, particularly West African nationals. And I am excited to report that so far, good number are arriving. We are taking very good care of them because under the ECOWAS protocols, you can stay in Ghana for 90 days without visas. If you decide to go to your home country, we facilitate at our cost. And let me state for the record that because this is a matter of principle, purely on humanitarian grounds, we made clear to the US government that we will not accept a dime, not a farthing, no monetary consideration. We are doing this because we do not want to see our fellow brothers and sisters suffer and be treated as if they don't have a home where they can be sent. And in the spirit, how we are mobilizing the African people to come home, to feel at home, and to be proud of their heritage. We took this decision as a very principled and Pan-African decision. There have been some attempts to distort the rationale and to suggest that it is an endorsement of Trump's immigration policies. Not at all. It is not an endorsement. We do not endorse the harsh immigration policies. What we are saying is that since the days of the Osagefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, where we are now, these very premises, used to be the International Students Hostel, Ghana has always been welcoming of all African people. Even those who were declared stateless, persona non grata, we gave them statehood. We gave them our passports. And there are many, many of them, from Sam Nujoma to Robert Mugabe, many of them who were here as freedom fighters. Ghana has always been a safe haven. And the current generation of leaders did not think that we should sit idle as our brothers and sisters struggle and suffer. And that is why we are offering ourselves as a safe haven. So we send a clear message, all Africans in the diaspora. Any government that you feel is violating your rights, is maltreating you, and makes you feel unwanted, declares you an alien, and does not want you to feel at home, please know that Ghana is ready to receive you. We are with open arms, ready at all times to welcome you to our safe, beautiful, and hospitable country. You can always consider Ghana home.
This is for a humanitarian cause for the African man. First of all, when it comes to West Africans especially, they are already allowed visa-free due to ECOWAS laws. So what President Mahama did was, instead of accepting any national, he accepted West Africans. My people, what is wrong with that? Can we not move freely in our own African countries? Ghana is setting a pace and bringing dignity to the African man. It's also in solidarity with ECOWAS rules. So in my opinion, I don't see anything wrong with this. Sam Ablakwa has come to explain further why they made this decision. This is just a humanitarian mission, and they don't understand why any African should be rejected anywhere and they don't have a place to go. I'm very, very proud to be Ghanaian. As you can see, no money exchanged hands. The government didn't take any money for it. They have accepted their people. The people have gone to their respective countries. They were treated very well. They were in humane conditions. And as a Black person, as an African, we've always complained that our leaders don't do anything for us. I remember when the Ukrainian war was going on and Africans were stranded. It's like nobody is coming to their rescue. We are seeing all these things, how Black people are being treated. I'm sure that now that Ghana is taking the lead, other African countries will step in as well. If you have a problem with this, I think you need to check yourself. And you have to be very, very careful of people on social media that are constantly pushing hate. And that is why I put on my camera to give my perspective. But this is the Afritude movement, where we bring everything that is done in the dark to light. And yes, we do stand up for all Black people in the diaspora. Thank you and peace out.